Basketball fans, welcome back. So in this video, I will be looking at the major highlights of the 2024 BAL Kalahari Conference and also just look at the lessons learned in the BAL. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So the inaugural Basketball Africa League Kalahari Conference ended yesterday, March 17th, that was yesterday, with several positives that marked the start of the BAL Season 4. So I'll just be going through an article by bal.nba.com in the official website. So they break down the highlights of the 2024 Kalahari Conference, played at the Sunbet Arena in Pretoria, South Africa. So from 9th March to 17th March, that was yesterday. So the three participating teams, Cape Town Tigers, FAS Rabat, and Petro de Luanda, played a total of 4 games each. They were supposed to play 6 games because Dynamo was there, but I will make a video just going in depth on what happened with the whole Dynamo situation, and look forward to that one in the channel. So when it comes to the attendance, so thousands of fans flocked into the Sunbet Arena to witness the BAL action live. On 2 occasions, the venue recorded sold-out crowds of over 6,000 fans. So through the years, the BAL fan attendance has just been growing slowly as people just get accustomed to and also just knowing and having the information of the BAL and the games being held, and also the marketing that's just going into marketing and showcasing the BAL. So 6,000 fans was not bad. The conference winner, so Morocco's FAS Rabat finished with a 3-1 record to finish on top of the Kalahari Conference. So the Kalahari Conference, it was made this season, and FAS Rabat are fast timers, and they were able to clinch it over the likes of a team like Petro de Luanda, which is a very storied team. They've been in all BAL seasons up to season 4, and at some point, Petro de Luanda, they made the finals, but they were not able to beat the US Monastir team in 2022. So that was actually quite underwhelming, but they tried to go ahead and contend in the playoffs. They got knocked out. But in this season, they were not able to clinch the top seed. In the previous year, they clinched the top seed. They played in the Nile Conference. But given like the whole situation, the way they were not able to close out and win it, it left a very, very, very bad taste in the players' mouths. And they still remember it till this day. Because when I was watching a video talking about the team presentations, you could see at some point they were looked at as the favorites. But right now, they are on a different realm. But anyway, the FAS Rabat team just came in and just took the top seed. So the win by FAS Rabat means the Moroccan champions, alongside the Petro de Luanda team, have qualified to the BAL playoffs in May in Kigali, Rwanda. So both the first seed and the second seed of the Sahara Conference, in this case, the FAS de Rabat team and the Petro de Luanda team, have locked their spot in the playoffs. So they're the first 2 teams to lock a spot in the playoffs. So in terms of music, fashion, and sports, celebrities from the fashion, music, and sports industry made their presence felt throughout the Kalahari Conference to witness a new era of basketball in South Africa. So one thing that I saw was that was quite glaring was like they tried to do to replicate the whole NBA Celebro. They tried to do the BAL Celebro, where the celebrities who are seated courtside, they get their photos taken. You try to market them, use them to market the league. So that concept is actually quite good because it tries to draw in people from their fan bases to come and go and just tune into the games. So that was a very creative move. And one thing that I even must say on that angle is the BL have to try to be innovative and also try to involve content creators like yours truly to be able to preach the audiences that I have and also the networks I have. Because as you have seen on Instagram and BA Kenya and also my YouTube, I've really been focusing on trying to create awareness and inform the masses of what is really going on with the BAL. So the BL needs to understand that they need to get people who are content creators and also people who are very good storytellers to be able to market the league, because all the people who are doing fashion, if they're not active on social media like that, the league will not get as much clout as they need, because right now what the BL need is clout, and they don't have it. Even if they have the money and they're not able to attract the huge audiences who are not only are going to watch physically but also remotely, that is one thing that they need to look at. So getting in touch with top content creators who are able to like curate content to the masses, and also try to even create like BL playmakers where it allows content creators to be able to use the BL footage instead of being copyright claimed, like the way I have been. Majority of the videos that I make, if I use any content coming from the BAL, majority of it just gets copyright claimed and the money goes to the BAL fraternity. So honestly, they need to do that, because that's the same blueprint that the NBA uses. But because the NBA, they have a very huge market share, especially online market share, and they have a lot of clout, they're able to do that. But the BL, all they need to do is try to loop in content creators so that they can be able to market the game, so they can reach the bigger audiences. But their lives and on YouTube have been great, because they have been able to like get like about 2,000 live viewers who are watching the video all across the continent. But I feel like in a continent that seats about over 1 billion people, the penetration should be highly greater, because if you look at the NBA audience, they're predominantly the people who are there, majority of them are African Americans. So in the US, they're about 400 million. If they're able to attract more an audience like that in the NBA, you're not even looking at the rest of the world, they're able to attract like 70 or to 75% of American audience tune into the NBA. Why is it that we cannot make Africans watch the BAL? So that's one thing that they have to figure out. So going back to the games, the largest win margin by beating Cape Town Tigers 84-58 in their first meeting, FUS Rabat recorded the highest win margin in the conference. So that 84-58 was the highest. And the most points made in the game was the Petro de Luanda was the only team to be able to hit the 100-point mark with that 188 win over the Cape Town Tigers, of which the Cape Town Tigers were able to come in and avenge their loss in their second last meeting. So the BAL Elevate players, with averages of 6 points, 4.5 rebounds in 11 minutes per game, FUS de Rabat's Mohamed Silla recorded the highest production for a BL Elevate program player in the conference. So you have to give him his flowers there. So the biggest upset was the Cape Town Tigers beating Petro de Luanda 84-78 to record their first ever win against the Angolan champions. So this was a very huge upset. I made a video talking about how the Petro de Luanda did a choke job, and they did not respect the Cape Town Tigers like that, and they got beat on that point. But the offensive rebounds record. So the Cape Town Tigers set a record for the most offensive rebounds, 25, in the Kalahari conference against Petro de Luanda. So not only did the Cape Town Tigers beat Petro de Luanda, they also recorded the most offensive rebounds. So this one just knocks off the credibility or even like, some points of Petro de Luanda, because they don't look as strong as they were 2-3 years prior. So the leading scorer, the Cape Town Tigers guard Samkelo Sele, averaged a conference high 20.5 points per game in this whole tournament, in this whole conference. So this was actually quite good, because despite the Cape Town Tigers only having one win, he was their main guy that was just putting up them points like that, and he did not hold back, and he was just doing it, and he was just making sure to give it everything that he could to be able to wield the Cape Town Tigers to some success. But unfortunately, they had to settle for the third position. And the BAL also introduced BAL Daily. So the BL added the BAL Daily show to show the coverage of the league, being done by Silale Shani, a Kenyan. So I've been watching it, and it's just been much more entertaining. And also with yours truly making content, it really adds onto the content funnel, and informs people on how the games are panning out and how the games are. So this is just a rundown on the Kalahari conference. I'll just be doing such videos to talk about even the Sahara conference and the Nile conference and also the playoffs when we get there. So yeah, man. So if you guys like the video, make sure to leave your feedback down in the comments on what you think about this whole thing. What you think about the Kalahari conference. I know the BL, this is the inaugural Kalahari conference. There's never been a Kalahari conference. So what do you think about the Kalahari conference? Because it's awesome. And also, I'm pretty sure guys are asking themselves, why is FUS Rabat, a team that hails from North Africa, in the Kalahari conference? So, the North Africa Kalahari conference is a team zone that is based with teams that are below, are just at the South African part. So Kalahari is just there at South Africa. So I know a lot of people are asking themselves that. So I will try to do some digging and also just make an update on that one. But that's just food for thought. Yeah, man. I'm out. Peace.